The time has come to talk of many things. Of shoes and ships and sailing wax. Of cabbage and kings. And why the sea is boiling hot. And whether pigs have wings. Well, that all sounds well and good. But today, the day has finally come. It's been quite the journey. It's been a little frustrating, but overall I've had a blast. We're gonna see if she holds water. Yeah, let's go see. Well, actually, before that, there's some leaves and stuff I've got to get out. Oh, I already turned the water off. Yeah, I got some leaves and stuff I got to get out. But it's been 3 days. The pond shield's been in there since Saturday. Today's like what, end of Monday? I'm calling that 3 days. It says 24-hour cure time. I've got some spaces and some spots that I would say, if I was a stickler, I'd be a little concerned about. But if y'all know anything about me, if it looks handmade, I like it. I want to see all them warts. I want to see all the imperfections and what have yous. Like I've got some drippity whippities right here. I'm not really too concerned about. What I am concerned about is seeing if this bad boy is going to hold water. I'm pretty sure it is. I know it is. What, quit talking about it and do it? Yeah, let's do it. Let me get it all vacuumed out. We're gonna be putting some water in it. Pretty pumped up. Say hello to YouTube. I'm gonna try to link this video in right now. Don't it look like a pool? It looks like a pool. I mean, there was a bunch of different colors we could have chose, but nah, man. Blue's the way to go. Look at this. I'm in my pool. Yes! Yes! There's the wall. RTV silicone does not hold paint of any kind. I tried etching it up with some Scotch-Brite and a little wire wheel to try to give it some lip, and it still did not do it. I don't really care. I don't really care. It's a pool. Who's home? Wife and the kids should be home here shortly. Shortly. What are you doing? I'm in my pool. Where's your deck, Ryan? Well, I'm still collecting pallets. Yeah, pallets from the trash is going to make up my deck from my pool that was made from the trash. Putting water in the pool. Well, what do you lack? I've already got this. I've got the seal and gasket for that. I guess I could go ahead and put that in, but I'm talking to y'all. I've got a gasket and seal that's on order. Will be here Thursday. Those will come in. I'll put those in, and then we can go ahead and take it on up. I don't have any chemicals yet. Does anybody know anything about pool chemicals? Whoa. Yeah, it's gonna be slick. I guess we're gonna see if my welds and everything held. It's welded. You see, I did spot welds down through there. It's welded completely on the outside, and it's welded 100% up to that right there. And then again, it's welded all the way on the outside. And it's got those big latches and hinges that hold the door on. And this is a pressure vessel. When they go to slam this stuff full of trash, you got to think about how much pressure this is holding. I mean, it's got to hold all of that. Just constant fluid and garbage and bleh. Who knows what else. But I did reinforce the walls right here. And then I also reinforced it right here. And this gives us a nice little ledge. That way, I mean, this is the view we're going to have. Minus, you see the pool cover? What do you think? That there is water in my pool. Ah! Look at what we have done. Now, I'm pretty sure that Editor Ryan would hopefully have put the Facebook Live that I just put up. because I did the majority of it there for like 30 minutes and I forgot that I was recording a YouTube video. We're filling it up. We're about an inch low over here, 3/4 of an inch low over there, half an inch, and 1/4 inch. I don't really know. I don't really know if I'm really gonna care about it. We're waiting on some things to come in, but I just wanted to put this up and show it. It's long awaited, and we're filling the pool up. So, I don't really know where the video's going. I'm just excited. So, yeah. Well, I'm not even gonna pretend that this is, that there's any cohesion in the videos, because there are not. You know, what do you mean? What are you doing today? The last video, I put the pond shield in. It's holding water. I don't know, it's about up to there. I don't see any leaks. Ooh. Feels cool. I think we're gonna do really good with keeping the pool kind of warm. And this, I don't really think this is gonna get hot. Ryan, you're all over the place. What are you talking about? What are we doing in this video? We're gonna be bonding the pool. We're going in, what is bonding? Bond. Pool bonding. Could you imagine? Yeah, so we're gonna be bonding the pool. What is bonding the pool? It's kind of like grounding-ish, you know what I mean? You bond water lines so they don't pick up any kind of electrical charge. I mean, because you've static electricity, from what I could gather, if you've got water moving against something that can create a static, a lot of really big words that explain things. But I'm assuming that the water passing by the pipe is going to pick up some positive charge, you know, and so that could potentially be stored in my big O battery, which it's a big metal thing with water in it. I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, it's kind of like a battery, so you have to have a good way to discharge that. I'm an expert because I've seen like 5 or 6 YouTube videos, which, you know, there are some really good videos out there. There are really good videos out there. Got a little schmutz there. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bond the pool. I'm gonna try my hardest to explain kind of how that stuff's working. We're gonna put down a whole heap of copper pipe. You don't have a sprayer, homie. You don't. You're not marking nothing. There's nothing there. Nothing there, honey. He said, that's my pool, Daddy. It's my pool. You're my daddy, and that's my pool. I know. And then we're gonna make a pool cover out of that tarp. That's got a bunch of rainwater on it. Salone's is a awesome, I think it's like it used to be a mom and pop place, I think. It's a local hardware store. So I got a bunch of this. And I figured we could use this to make, y'all come on with me? That's where editor Ryan moves, cuts frames and shows me walking over here. I knew you guys would tag along. Did I even get the right size pipe? I've got a bunch of these 1-inch PVC fittings where I made a, what was it, it's like a pool towel rack. Kind of, I think it was something like that. Something like, I don't know, but it held towels next to the pool. But what I'm thinking is I can take all those T's and 90s, or, yeah, 90s, 90s, and those 90s, and we can make a pool cover. That'd be kind of lightweight. Maybe make like some strappage with some magnets on the side. So we're gonna do that. What is bonding a pool? How do you do that? I've got to run 18 inches out from the pool, which is like right here. I've got to go 3 to 6 inches deep in the ground, all the way around, and then run Nuno Momento, our favorite stay. Now, I'll tell you what, Ford, why do that? Why make this? No, just let me show you. That it doesn't even work on the handle. It detents down here, and you can just pull it closed. But if you just throw that open, and a little Orion right here, that's perfect shin location. So Ford fix that. Does it need? Can I cut that down? Does that latch down into here? Again, I don't know any of these proper lingos. We're gonna call them lugs. Studs, lugs. We've got these things, got to have 4 attachment points around the pool, every corner. I'm not gonna scuff my paint up. We're just gonna use some self-tappers and go down in there. And so these have to be attached 4 points, 18 inches from the pool, have to make a ring. I'll show you when we get down to it. And then we have to ground the pump, which sometimes these pumps have little ground lugs on them. Can you see me? You can't see me that well. So somewhere under here, anyway, we've got our, ooh, we got some rain, man. This gets installed today. Yeah. And then we're gonna put our, that is crooked. We gotta put our little anode, or whatever it's called, in there, and that's what loops into our copper pipe and bonds the pool. So we're gonna do that today. Hopefully we can do it all today. I think it's like 3:30. 3:30? Yeah. So you kind of understand what we're doing? We'll do that. What do I, dig my trench? Are you gonna watch me dig a trench? No. I think that's a deer. Yeah. You're not gonna be able to see it. But right there, I just saw a deer go in the woods. There's Peach, living the dream, man. Peach! So, yeah, I'll dig my little trench. I got a pickaxe somewhere. Or do I implement some kind of something on the tractor? I just put a pole in the ground and just drive it around. I'll probably just dig a little trench and put the old boots on. Come back. Yeah. All right. With all honesty, I don't know. Probably 30 minutes it took me to put this in. It's the funny things. Because you got to hold it, line your holes up, make sure your gasket's lined up right. It was a lot. So, got the old safety shoes on. I guess we'll dig ourselves a little trench. I got that up just so I could see, you know, Well, she's kicked in pretty good. Yeah, not gonna lie. It's I don't know, good 7-degree angle. How do we compensate for that? I think that's why they have flexible hoses. I'm almost certain that I'm not gonna feel any effect if I bond or if I don't bond the pool. Here in Tennessee, I don't know what our codes are, but this isn't technically an in-ground pool. It's an above-ground pool that you can move around. Right? So I'm not gonna try to overcomplicate this. I'm gonna come out 18 inches, which is not very far. What do you do, 20? It says 18, but that's right next to my pipes. Something like that right now. Oh no, oh no. And what, I just pretend that's 18 there. And then pretend. So we'll loop like that. Yeah. And then our cable will come out of the ground right here, attached to our Dickahoonie over a loony boony, and then we'll come down chonder into the ground, and then we'll carry our wire. Oh, we'll carry our wire that way. So we'll just kind of give it the old 18 inches right here. Nothing, yeah. Kick it 18 right here, and then we'll right here. Yeah, so y'all see what we're doing. I'll do all the hard work. Y'all just stay right there, and we'll come back when it's done. You ready? And the only reason I'm wearing these is because I don't want to get dirt in between my toes. I'm not worried about hitting my foot. Looks like a gopher's been around here. Man, I would love to have had a gopher. Go around and do that. You can give me some of this right here. But if y'all are out there, every episode, 2-3 times, I will. And do. 5 if you need to. Throw in that trash can. And all you're doing is you're going in one time, hut, and then going right before or behind it, hut, and that gives you enough to do what you need to do. I said 3 inches, which ain't, I mean, that's not a lot. I just got this. And then we'll just take it. Aha. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then I'll come back and we'll get ready to put an excessive amount of money into the ground in the form of copper wire. Get out of here. Now, I can't blame anybody but myself because I rolled it up. I mean, it's got to be this way, right? Why would it be easier to do? Now, where does this go? Well, I ran out. I lack about, I don't know, 10 feet. I'm cheap, so I got the least amount that I possibly could use. But anyway, it goes all the way around. It loops up, connects down there. I just used a little stainless steel bolt. I drilled a hole and then I tapped it and then blah blah blah. So that goes that goes down here. That goes waka chaka Then it goes, whoa, oh, I lost my bag. Sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. Yeah, then it's gonna come right here, come down here, come down here. Then it goes wham. And then that brings us to the next portion of the segment where we've got to install this thing. I think that's zinc or something. Not really sure what it is. I know I need to have it. And then that, excuse me, excuse yourselves. There, that goes right there. And then, yes, I know, this is uneven. I still got to, that's putting pressure on that. I gotta line that up like that, just kind of kick it up just a little bit. So we've got to put this here. How far do you think that goes down in there? So we'll go ahead and put some of this purple power on there. This is primer. It's kind of like a cleaner. Gets it ready. Of course, I got some on the Swimpactor. When I glued it up last time, I told myself, don't put it up on the ledge. Don't put it up on the ledge. Because you're gonna, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get some on there. And I did not then, because I did not put it on the ledge. But, it's on the ledge now. There's a little piece of purple right there. It's okay. Gotta be quick with this mess now. We'll just slide that in with our little gauge going up. And it is all kinds of crooked. That's okay. I'm not too concerned about it. This thing, it's got a little O-ring on it. It seats. That goes right in here. Look at that. That's gonna be real nice. You see that goes down in line. Here's my other one that goes around. And then ground cable gets connected in. That's all that. I got the rest of the wire to do the bonding. I got like 15 more feet. That should be perfectly fine. The cover, I got some 40, well, they're actually like some, would that be 20, yeah, 45s? 22 and a halves. I got some 45s, so we can kind of do that on the cover, like 6 of those, 6 or 8 of those, and just some short ribs in between, and glue it together. There's Peach. Peachy. What's that, dude? What's that, dude? You want to say hello real quick before we get going? Yeah? Hey, honey. Hey, honey bear. I just love it. Look at his eyes. You think he knows? Do you think you know what cameras are? I talk to him like he's people all the time, and I think he hears me. You do. That's my boy. Goodness, he's shedding. Hot kitty cat. Hot pretty cat. All right, let's. I guess I'll start laying out some stuff. I'll get some rough measurements of the poo on the area that I'm gonna actually have to cover, and then start building like a little rib system right here. Y'all want to see that? No, I'll come when I got it all laid out. Yo, why is my face dirty? Why are my hands full of diesel oil and grease? I had a little bit of a breakdown at work today. I'm getting some massive amounts of rust and condensation that's been accumulating over the last probably 20 or so years in my loader diesel tank. About 2 weeks ago, should have filmed it, but I did not. It would have been an awesome video. I had to drain the tank, clean it out. Since then, that was about 2 weeks ago, I've had to swap out one set of fuel filters and separator. But today, the loader just completely stopped. It didn't even, I'm rambling on. But I had to figure that out for 2 hours in the sunlight today. So that's why I'm dirty. I'll be back. All right, with me not doing any precise measuring, you see what I'm saying? Because I'm not. To find out, which I don't even know what that is. I just kind of, this length, I don't know what it is. I just kind of got my 46, which is half a 92, and kind of stood here, eyeballed it, and kicked it up at the angle I kind of liked that would kick the rain off. See what I'm doing? This is the end. But to make sure that these aren't going to pull the outside, pull the outside in, and it's going to vary from this length, because I want this length all the way down. So now that I've got it together and everything is seated, seated means, some people might not know, is when the pipe, this is not a good example, but there's a lip down there that anything goes to. Seating is when it goes all the way down to it and it hits that. That's as far as like you would go to it. And you can seat a screw, bolt head, seat a gasket, anything that sits flat, I think. And I am. So this is going to be that bottom cap. How many of these do I want to make? And how far of spacing? You know, and it wouldn't hurt. I mean, I'd go crazy with this thing. You know, is it going to be that heavy at the end? I mean, I'm going to glue it together. That's going to give it some rigidity. But what I'm thinking, do I need to every so often do one of those and get on to here? Or do I put a dowel in between it? You see what I'm saying? You follow me, camera guy? Let me see this. See what I mean? See how that's gonna sit? And it's gonna kind of, actually worked out really good. Kind of unintentionally. See? Something like that. That's kind of what I'm picturing, every 4 feet. Yeah! So how many is that going to give us? Every 4. Getting mud on my pool. Every 4 feet. Here. Mark it. So that's going to be 1 rib. 5 ribs exactly. And then I'm going to do something pretty slick on the, did y'all see me count? 5 ribs. I'm going to do something pretty slick on the end there. And I should probably go ahead and make that. What I was thinking, is that even going to work? I just need the end kicked up a little bit. How do we do that? All right, I'm gonna get the rest of it put together and I'll come back when we're figuring out the end. Besides my neighbor always knowing when I'm outside, he decides he's going to come out here and mow his lawn. And a couple of quick pauses to pet Peachy. It went pretty fast, huh? For y'all, it was like, what, 40 something seconds? Really little timey lapse. if anybody out there has made a pool cover out of PVC pipe and it doesn't work, let me know now. I didn't hear anybody, so I guess it'll be all right. You know what I could have done, or what I can still do, is because that bottom part, or that back part here, is narrower, and we've got to be able to tuck into there to get to our little slant for that, which ain't much. I mean, we could probably shorten these to kick that in a little bit. Put it up there, kind of measure, see how much. How on earth am I going to get this up there? It's not even glued up. Me and the wife, it shouldn't be that hard when it's all glued up. What do I glue it up now? I got to be somewhere super flat. Where do I glue this up that's flat? That's pretty flat here. I know all the good place to get, don't I, baby? Some magnets. Let's just go up. Well, that's gonna be a dilly of a pickle. It's working, but what I need to do is add, you know, I need to add a bunch more of this on the inside, on the middle. Yeah. Yeah. And see, then that really, do they make one that goes that way, and then that way? I don't think they do. So, we'll do 12 more T's. And I'll do one right here. Kick that across. And I can just shoot like that, and it just slides in. I sure would like to use wood. It'd be heavier. It's a lot of flex in this. I'll make it 2. Just have them overlap one another. Not too terribly the bad idea. It's just gonna work. I don't know. So we need 12 more T's. How many sticks do we have? 2 janky, old, nasty looking ones, which are still good. I mean, it'll hold a tarp just like the other one will, right? 5 more sticks, 12 T's. And I'm not going to get that today. So, until we meet again. But the bonding, Ryan, I'll finish the bonding. And I'll do a tour at the end. Kind of show you what all I did. Yeah, come back. Well, I figured, as I've already taken this off, me and the missus twice. It's got a little get to it. I'm gonna cut it in half. I'm gonna cut it in half, right, chomp, and put another end on it just like that right there, and they'll come together. Yeah? I mean, I'm trying to cover a huge thing here. Yeah, what do you think? It's been 3 days maybe since I've been out here. I took had a little mini maker break. Built some Legos, did some editing, had some good family time. Went and saw a concert. last night. That was awesome. Awesome. But what we're going to do now is cut this in half, go ahead and install these support pieces. I've got 2 extra jankety ones, but with having it cut in half, I don't think I'm going to need as many of these to help us keep it stable. Maybe just one right there and one in the middle. Well, it's the same space, or the same nickeloos, just kind of spaced out a little bit. And then we'll get that up. Let's see, we'll do another one right here, and maybe one right there. You think that's going to give us enough stabilizations? What else is going on? I'm draining the pool. Yeah, it's got a little funky. Yeah, why am I draining it? I'm not going to drain it all the way. I'm just going to drain it a little bit. I got to get in there and... Hi. Let's all come over here. Come on over here. I've got my seals in for these bad boys. So we'll put them in. And it's a little wonk right here on the end. Where it kind of got a little bit of a waviness going on. And on the inside, I can see a little bit of areas that might be troublesome. So I'm going to go around with some silicone. I don't have nothing else to put on there. So we'll go around with some silicone. We'll get that cleaned up. I don't see any more cracks. I think we're done cracking. Yeah. So I'll get this romping and rolling. I'll get this ronking and rolling. There was a skating place that I used to go to when I was younger called Romp and Roll in Conyers, Georgia. Used to get my skate on, man. What do you think about this? Wife and the kids picked that up at the hippie festival. It is the coolest tie-dye shirt I have ever seen. Yeah, we'll come back. Well, I think it's safe to say I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit the YouTube. I'm gonna quit making. I'm just gonna be a plumber full time. I thoroughly enjoy it. You know, making all this other stuff has been fun, but I think I'm just gonna start doing plumbing. It's not that bad. What I did, there's the neighbors, is I made this support piece an inch. This music sure is up loud, Ryan. But I made this one here, this support, an inch shorter than the other ones. We did the other ones at 91.5. We're going to do this one at 90.5. And what that's going to do is it's going to start sucking this area in so that we can get up in that channel at the end. So we're hoping. Plumbing is actually pretty straightforward, I would say. You've got a primer, which is your purple stuff. Kind of cleans it and preps the area, and then you've got your glue. Once you get it on, if you can, seat it all the way. Press it until you can't press it anymore. You just give it a little twist. What that's going to do is spread that glue out evenly on our shenanigans here. You do notice I just did one of those to start with. You will learn when you put in plumbing together, there is a rhyme and reason, an order of operation, as it were. And then we'll just do one of these. Put some glue in there, and then we'll get that in there. And we'll just kind of let it sit where it needs to sit. These things cure pretty quick. What happens when it gets on your face? Oh, it burns really, really bad. How would that happen? Well, you would get some on your hands, and then you would go to itch your face, and then it burns, just like that. Oh, that one was so easy to put up by myself. And then once we get the tarp on it, it'll kind of hopefully bring it all together. That's the plan, we shall see if it works. Because you know, when I Googled, I got on the old Google, and I looked up trash compactor swimming pool covers. And you know what came up? I came up a bunch with the swim compactor, but not a cover came up. So that means we are into new territory here, just like building a swimming pool from a trash compactor and trying to put a window in it. You have to understand, and we're just kind of eyeballing that. I'm sure there's a more professional way to get that lined up. Just like the window, we have to understand that there is not an instruction manual to go off of, and there's not a whole heap of material to reference off of on the internet on doing exactly is what I'm doing. So if we fail a little bit, that'll be all right, because we learned a little bit. Y'all learned a little bit. I learned a little bit. We all learned a little bit. So I think that as long as we're learning, we can continue to go forward. If anybody wants any of the offcuts from the PVC pipe, I'll be putting that up in the store. I'll put the link up above. I don't have a store. Well, hey, I thought it would just be the absolute greatest idea to toss a PVC pipe into the bare ground of the pool, chipping the pond shield a little bit. No need to fret. We've got some more here. I've just done about 8 ounces, about 4 ounces, 2-to-1 ratio. Got a nice ratio going. So, you want to see? You want to see? You want to see? I've got some room for improvement. We could, hey, come over here. Come over here a little bit more. We could take this, you know, I'm eventually going to do something like that. Is that going through? I'm sure that it probably is. Will this work? What do you think? I mean, yeah. So, it's about like the rest of it. A little jank jank. A little jank jank. A little jank jank. So I'll cover this one. Might have killed some of my grass there. That ain't no good. And you go ahead and it was only like 2 days, y'all. It's got hot. It got very hot. What, is that it? I put that one on. I'll show it when it's done. How do you get some drone shots? I haven't got some drone shots in a while. What else? What's that? What's that? It's just a leaf. Leave me alone. So I'll get that stuff mixed up. It's not really a big deal. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a little bitty small area down there on the floor, where this decided it was going to go boop. Not that piece. Oh, that'd be sad. But you know what that does show me? That does show me that this pond shield is a little fragile, maybe on the edges. I glued up the rest of the pool. I put silicone around various spots on that I saw fit. I'm gonna do that. I'll probably cover that. Do some drone shots, and then that'll be a wrap. You know what I mean? I think that'll probably work. You know, I'll tweak it here and there as I see fit. I really want to try to get one of those cover deals, but that's not going to stop the rainwater, but that will stop the leaves and stuff, and that's where we have the biggest problem, is the leaves and stuff. Yeah. So we come back? No. I said, we're not going to come back. Oh, I was going to show you the bonding. Why don't we do that? And then we'll wrap the video up. Sound good? Sounds good to me. If you put it in a cup, that's what happens if you don't put it on fast enough. Ooh, wait, it gets hot, hot, hot. Well, all the bits and pieces have been covered up with pond shield again. I went around with some 100, 20, 80, somewhere around there. Grit sandpaper and kind of scuffed up the old surfaces. That's what it says on the paper. I gotta cover that still. And then I'll show you the bonding. I just had to show you that. I thought that's pretty cool, huh? Yeah, it gets, it's like a, I don't know. I don't like getting that hot. I'll tell you that. Yeah, you see the, goodness. Huh, it doesn't smell too hot. Alright, I'll cover the other one. Well, it's hot. A little muggy. Skiggle bugs are out, and they're just eating me alive. I'm talking about fork and knife. So let's go over everything we've done thus far, because I don't know how much I've explained and whether it flows and makes sense. We have bonded the pool. What does bonding mean? Bonding means that you take a piece of copper wire and you go all the way around your pool that's above ground. I don't know for below ground. I didn't look into that. But you need to have 4 attachment points that are 18 inches from the pool. It's going to go around like this. And I just got a little jobby right there. So I got one. Goes all the way around. We got our, oh, I got distracted. Hi, I got distracted. We got our covers made. Am I happy with them? I mean, I've had better. Yeah, see? It's a work in progress. Cleaned up a little bit. Got it connected right there. Went ahead and glued these up. Got those installed, ready to go. Got it bonded. Right, yeah. Then it comes down now. I got some more wire and connected that up. Oh, right down there. All plumbing is in. Gaskets, pull stuff, pull stuff, pull stuff. We got our little anode jobby, whatever that's called. I don't know about that. I don't like that very much at all. I think that's going to break right there. Still have to kind of get this up to where it meets that. I somehow or another got that off. Well, I know how I did. I'm not a very good measurer. And it comes together. Still got to tie those together and bring that over to the pump somehow. I've seen some people where they'll actually take it to the drain right there and they'll put their ground in. Might do that. Got that. Pull stuff, pull stuff, pull stuff. I went with a little bit of silicone around the intake jobbies there. We pretty much ready. Gonna let that sit for a day. Let the pond shield do its thing. We're gonna start filling it up. I think we are. Because we have to fill it up to see if it's going to explode before I start putting the deck around it. The deck, what's the deck going to look like? I've actually got some of it marked out a little bit. 2 different ways we can go in the ground with the deck. I actually have a question for a couple of you people. What is this that I am listening to? Oh gosh. The kids listen to a lot of YouTubers, and so they'll get on there and they'll download the YouTubers, gamer songs and stuff, so occasionally they'll come through. We share all the music. We like everybody to listen to what everybody's listening to. A question, and then I'll end the video. I've always either one of 2 ways. I'd actually like a little something to drink on while I'm talking. We're at a Red Bull. These bottles that have the top, I always feel like I'm a baby getting from like a little bottle, because it's like, question. I've always wanted. Yeah, I think that's it. Appreciate you watching to the end. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button. It means a lot. It just, you know, means a lot to me. Leave me a comment on various things that have been spoken in this video. I guess that's it. Until we meet again. See, I really need to ask the question about the things. I'm probably going to just do the concrete things that sit on the ground. Yeah. So, until we meet again. Bye. Well, Ryan, you didn't ask the question. Because remember I said I got a question for you guys. Did you think it wasn't gonna hold water? Yeah. So anyway, I just want to throw that in there. And I'm gonna start working on the next part. So until we meet again. This video is a hot mess. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, it's all over the place. So, I got some work to do. Till we meet again.